Vincent Prather, searching for the tomb of the vampiress Lilith. Vincent is in possession of her heart and 4 separate pieces. Once the pieces are together, the heart beats and can resurrect its host. He finds her body and brings her back to life, using the key from Demonite to have control over her. Caleb and Catherine are siblings who are in different places in their lives. Catherine is a Christian, sanctimonious woman, while Caleb is still sowing his wild oats. One night after a nasty argument, Caleb leaves to hang out with his friends. Caleb ends up at the brothel, going missing shortly after. The police are unable to find anything. Desperate, Catherine goes to private investigator Rafe Gutman. Gutman's findings have the brothel being fronted by a funeral home, and the brothel is connected to Reverend Current, who is the boss of Catherine. Things get out of hand to the point where Current and Gutman have to team up to stop Lilith once and for all. Bordello of Blood is a major transition from Demonite. The film has more of an emphasis on comedy than it does horror. Demonite used humor to break the tension and for needed moments of levity. In Bordello of Blood, there is little to no sense of tension or danger for both Rafe or Catherine. The story of Bordello of Blood was originally written by the duo of Bob Gale and Robert Zemeckis back in the 1970s. Those surprised by the pair's early career in exploitation shouldn't be. One of their early credits was the Headless Biker episode for the original Kojak the Night Stalker with Darren McGavin. The script of the story for Bordello of Blood went unproduced. The story was revisited and utilized for the second film of the Tales from the Crypt trilogy after Demon Knight. The soundtrack this time around is a mix of rock, metal, and glam. It's all over the place. At least with Demon Knight, there was a common aesthetic. Here you have Sweet, Thin Lizzy, Free, The Scorpions, Humble Pie, and Anthrax. To the film's credit, Sweet's Ballroom Blitz is effectively used during the film's action sequence. Director Gilbert Adler was also a showrunner for the HBO Tales from the Crypt series. He's also been a producer for films like Ghost Ship, Superman Returns, and Dylan Dog, Dead of Night. Yet, despite his experience as showrunner, Bordello of Blood hardly feels like an episode of the series. Dennis Miller as Gutman is a mixed bag. No doubt his casting at the time was due to his successful late-night show on HBO, on the same channel as Tales from the Crypt.
Step outside.
You know, Zeke, not right now. Just not in the mood for a blowjob.
Hey, I got a rock, kids.
Well, Hopalong chiming in over there. I might be, but, want to throw a Bic glider on that burger first? For Christ's sake, it's still mooing. Hey, could you possibly get just a little bit of that fucking stew inside your head? Huh? Can we shoot for that?
He's got the one-liners, but the little dread or concern for the horror shenanigans makes the film less scary. He was the precursor to one of contemporary horror's biggest issues. The characters are too snarky or sarcastic towards the horror they are experiencing. If the characters aren't scared, then why should the audience be scared? Erica Eleniak is fine as Catherine. She plays up the modest church lady attitude one would expect from an employee of a megachurch evangelist. But she goes through a change over the course of the film, loosening up. Angie Everhart as Lilith is a sight for sore eyes. She is a beaut. She had a lot of fun in the role of Lilith, just clearly hamming it up. Chris Sarandon, Corey Feldman, and Phil Fondacaro round out the supporting cast. Bordello of Blood is fine. It's a carefree offering when it comes to Tales from the Crypt films, yet compared to Demon Knight as well as the original anthology films, it's second from the bottom, which takes us to